Hello and welcome to the first episode of Nubs Does Demos, a new series where I play all the demos I can find that look interesting on Steam. The first demo I'll be looking at this week is Mainlining. Like I said, this demo is available on Steam. The game will be available in October 2016. So, what is Mainlining? Well, it appears to be a game all about hacking. It's a point-and-click hacking adventure that mixes dark and dry humour with a gripping narrative. Ooh, okay, so a fake blue screen. A problem has been detected and Rainbows has been shut down to prevent damage to your computer. Motherware Rainbow? MI7, yes, okay, MI7. This game is about MI7. I believe you are a member of MI7. The super secret British intelligence service. Obviously my name is Samuth, and I'm a spaceman. So, next. Here I am in my MI7 computer. Someone's talking to me, okay. Sharp says, well, that wasn't the best start. I'll email you the report. Download it when you get a chance. Okay, so I've got some emails from Captain Oswald. Please find the new arrest guidelines attached. All agents must comply. It is essential that we deliver results. I trust you will follow every protocol and secure the longest sentences possible. Okay, and Oswald said, damn it, the blogs are going to have a field day. Why do I always have to wait to read your daily case file to find out we've been breached? Morning all, our hard drives have been breached. So, it looks like someone hacked MI7. And while I'm being given instructions on how to arrest criminals, I'm also being told how to reboot my computer after it's been hacked. So I'm assuming this demo focuses on the fact that we've been hacked by a hacker and we are MI7, so we can't have that. This is my documents. This makes me feel very at home, having a Windows XP style, sorry, a Rainbows XP style background and style bar. I spent the vast majority of my life using Windows XP, I think. Okay, so there's a 3-tier online arrest system. That sounds terrifying. Selling prohibited items like drugs and contracts and stolen stuff, it's 5 years in prison. Theft, so stealing data, identity theft, stuff like that, is 15 years in prison, and software development, unlicensed software development, is 25 years in prison. That seems rather harsh to me. But this is a game all about hacking, so I would assume that hacking holds the biggest sentence. That makes sense. All my time working in, not exactly local government, but something similar, nobody apart from me ever used Notepad to send notes. They'd always write everything in Microsoft Word. Or should I say, was it Mothersoft Word? Regardless of whether it was pictures or text or whatever. Okay, so on the 23rd of August, MI7 suffered a serious breach, resulting in data loss. An investigation is underway to determine how the perpetrator gained access and overcame the firewall. Our search is focused on freedomwire.bp, an unindexed file-sharing site that appears to be engaged in illegal activity. The FreedomWire moderator is MuscleBoy81. Discover the identity of the owner. That's my mission. Discover the identity and arrest that bastard. But don't let anybody know. It's because he hacked us. I've got to tell people it's because he's a bastard. So, step 1, of course, would be to install Firefox, but I don't think that's an option here, sadly. Okay, so I've got a new program popping up. Okay, yep. Alright, got an email and a new program appearing. Lookup, bit shady. Discover freedomwire.bp. Okay. We need a real name and evidence of a fresh crime to initiate an arrest. Okay, so let's check the site out now. Freedomwire. With the logo of a lime. MI7 can't stop us. Well, that's just taking the piss, isn't it? Game of Tones, Series 4, Episode 8. Maybe we could just download that and watch it. Sounds like an excellent show. So Ashley Barnes appears to be asking me out. The receptionist. Muffins, drinks. Okay, cool. Possible romantic interest. Super. It's just what I like in a text-based hacking game. Oh, fantastic. Hack Basic. A basic hack tutorial. That's what you need in MI7. Okay, another program, Mainlining. I'll deal with that in a second. To bring up a list of commands, type H or help into the type line, which is actually real. That's what happens in CMD. Using these options, you'll be able to navigate computer systems belonging to other users. Okay. And hack area hack. When hacking, you'll access many areas of your computer and those of others. Try to keep track of where you are. Wherever you are, you can return to your local computer by pressing R. Okay, so I don't know if the R is a real part of using the command prompt in Windows, but H or help or a question mark actually in Windows really is. So they have based this quite well on, quite tightly on real software, which is quite nice. Okay, so I'm being told to get rid of Mr. Muscleboy 81, and the hint there, of course, is that we should have a main line direct into FreedomWire. I don't know what mainlining is, other than popping heroin straight into my veins. I don't fancy doing that. I don't think that will help me find a way into FreedomWire. But I reckon that mainlining program that I've been given is the way to do it. So lookup deals with finding all of the people's information. So when I find out their name, I can find out information about them. But I need their name first. Okay, so this looks to be the way to get in. Earlier on, by the way, it was telling me I need 3 pieces of evidence. 3 pieces of information to arrest somebody. I need evidence of a crime, the name of the person, and the location. So those are what I need to find out. Okay, so I'm pinging FreedomWire to find out where FreedomWire is and what their IP address is. Oh, Mr. Blue. Hello, Mr. Green. I see you're trying to access my machine. Say hello to my friend, Mr. Oh, he's disconnected me. Okay, but I got the IP address, so I'm going to open up Notepad, what I learnt from working, you see, Notepad, and pop down the IP address. That way I don't need to find it out again. Of course, you could write that down on a piece of paper, but when they provide you with a Notepad, why not? Right, let's reboot the internet. It's just like having a wireless connection. Okay, password is change me. I wonder how accurate that actually is to the MI departments. Okay. Interesting that it's disconnected me from the Wi-Fi, but I can still talk to everyone else in the office. Anyway, I'm back. Back online. So, time to hack into him again. I say hack. Time to connect to his computer again. Wonder if I download any of these, if this counts as evidence. They sound fun, but I don't think I can. It's a shame. Special cases coming soon. Okay, sounds interesting. What's the other advert down the bottom then? Grand Trunk, 10% off something. Keck, sold by Muscleboy. Oh, okay, so he's a drug dealer. I can get him on that. That's one of the things. But that's not a very big crime. Magic is not a crime. Presumably drugs. Oh. See, that to me is a pretty bad crime, but sadly it's not the guy we're after. But software developing, 25 years. 25 years of software developing. So I've got to try and find a way to prove. I'm assuming a print screen of a website isn't proof, but find a way to prove that he is developing software so that I can get him sent down for 25 years. From a rather dodgy law, I have to say, 25 years is it's pretty harsh. Don't think I fancy any kek though. Yeah, see, drugs is 5 years. Where software development is 25. So I definitely want to go software development. Don't buy the drugs. They're not required. Should I buy the drugs? But I want the drugs. I won't buy the drugs. Now software development. That's what I'm going to buy. $500 just for software. It's very vague. I'd like one software development, please. Let me minimize that first. Have a think about it. Gotta get inside his computer. See who he is. Make sure, you know, there isn't some evidence lying around, which is better, before I spend $500. So, connected to his computer. Hello. What do I do? Download a file, display system, display users information, display. Right. So, Freedom Wire, Mr. Freedom Wire, Freedom Wire. Okay, that's not helpful. No owner, no location. Oh, okay, so he's got a file called mod names, ideas, and readme. If I download all of those, how do I do that? I've forgotten. Download file name. Okay, so download mod names. Bing. Download. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Download ideas. And download readme. Right. Hopefully they're not viruses, because that would look quite stupid, to say the least. I could have just read the contents on here. Let's clear the screen in case he comes back and can see that somehow. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Back to localhost. Right. What did I get? Readme. Okay. FreedomWire supported by ad revenue generating to third party content. No content is hosted by FreedomWire. Blah 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 blah. Third party. Third party. Third party. Not our fault. Not our problem. Yeah, don't arrest us. Okay. There's ideas about network ratings and remove ads and maybe actually host the content, which would set them up for, was that 15 years in prison? Mod names. Muscleboy 81, Ryan Bell. And okay. So Ryan Bell. Let's keep a note of that. Notice I can use capitals, unlike whoever wrote this file. Just because you're using Notepad doesn't mean you can't be classy. Right, let's look him up. Probably surname first. Dumbass. Bell. Bell, 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 Bell. There's a lot of people in here. Bell. 29-year-old bald man. Lives in Kings. And he's a blogger. What a fantastic person. Okay. So. Can't arrest him yet. Don't have any evidence. What if I can find his blog? Oh, that's a shocking, horrifying vision of the future where google.com doesn't take you to anything. Right, I'll just buy this. And I've got an email with a receipt. Spelt wrong. Okay. Receipt. Order confirmation, Muscleboy 81. Perfect. Software development, Muscleboy 81. And I've got proof that Muscleboy 81 is this guy. So, I can only put one file in as evidence. I think I'm going to put the receipt in as the evidence, because then he'll get 25 years. So, how does this work? Arrest. Yes, that man. Where the fuck is Kings? There. That's lucky. That's lucky. Order. Just double check. Okay. Arrest him. Boom. blogger sentenced to 25 years for software development. How dare he? Definitely not arrested for hacking MI7. Definitely not. So he'll be 25 years. Oh, 5 years in prison if convicted. Sentenced for 25 years, and he'll be facing 5 years in prison. Well, it's a demo. So there you go. It's available on Steam, the demo. The game's coming out in October, and I had a lot of fun. I don't want to stop there. I want to carry on playing, so I will probably be picking this up when it comes out, as long as it's a reasonable price. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you liked, hit the subscribe button if you want to see the next in the series, and obviously hit the dislike button if you disagree with anything I said. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you next time on Nubs Does Demos.